I'm going to discuss about global harmonization of regulatory standards. This is most important and many countries are struggling for a long time. That is what is the update as on today. Before harmonizing the folks, pharmaceutical companies faced on uphill that is battle when trying to bring a dark drug to multiple markets. Each country has its own regulations and has its own requirements necessitating that is reducting that is studies, differentiating submission formats, multiple round of inspections. This not only delayed the patient's that is access but also increased cost exponentially. The the realization drawn harmonizing regulatory standards could significantly accelerate innovation, reduce cost, enhance global health outcomes. The pharmaceutical industry's push for globalization could only be realized through this unified regulatory forms. Major regulations spearheading that is global harmonization ICH International Council of that is harmonization formed in 1990. ICH brings together regulatory authorities and pharmaceutical industry representatives to develop common guidelines for drug registration. So listen carefully each and every point. It should be helpful for all the pharma, those are working in the pharma, especially in regulatory department. The WHO, World Health Organization, through its pre-qualification program and technical guidance documents, WHO supports harmonized regulatory practices, especially in low and middle income countries. PIC or Strike S Pharmaceutical Inspection Cooperation Scheme. PIC is aims to harmonize good manufacturing practice standards and facilitate mutual recognition of inspection outcomes. These are the most important. These organizations have created frameworks that are now globally referenced and, and respected. Key harmonization initiative and milestones. Some major initiatives have shaped the global regulatory environment. Number one, ICH guideline. The ICH series of quality, Q, safety, and efficacy and multidisciplinary topics form the backbone of modern regulatory submissions. Adherence to this guidance ensures consistent drug evaluation criteria worldwide. WHO, that is pre-qualification program. This initiative evaluates and pre-qualifies medicines and vaccines, helping countries without robust regulatory systems adopt internationally recognized standard. Mutual recognition agreement MRA between regulatory guidance agencies like EU and US FDA enable acceptance of each other's GMP inspection report, that is dramatically reducing duplicative regulatory burdens. These milestones have laid the groundwork for a more cohesive global pharmaceutical landscape. Regional harmonization efforts. See, while global initiatives have paved the way, regional efforts further push harmonization into specific geographics like ASEAN, that is Association of Southern Asian Nations, working towards a centralized pharmaceuticals registration process under ASEAN Pharmaceutical Regulatory Framework. African Medicines Agency AMA, that is recently established. The AMA seeks to collaborate regulatory efforts across Africa, improving access to high quality medicines on the continent. Latin America and PAHO initiatives Pan American Health Organization and various regional bodies aims to harmonize regulatory standards across Latin American countries, increasing collaboration and information strength. These regional program shows that harmonization is not just a Western initiative, it's becoming a global web movement. Progress that is achieved as so far. What is the progress? I will update you. That is what is the achievements so far. Standardization of GMP and GCP, global census around good manufacturing practice and good clinical practice has been largely achieved, improving the quality of clinical trial and manufacturing globally. Reduced duplication of inspection. MRA allows regulators to rely on inspection performed by trusted counterparts, saving resources and enable faster market access. Success stories: EU and US mutual recognitions agreement, for example, has streamlined market entry between two of the largest pharmaceutical markets. These strides have translated into faster drug availability and cost effectiveness for companies operating internationally. It should be easier for the companies if one standard is there, so it is very easier to market the product, easily accessible, cost effective. You can just straight away, that is, you can sell the product and send it to the markets. Challenges to global harmonization: what are the challenges we will face? Despite significant progress, obstacle remains: regulatory differences. Countries may still insist on local trials, additional documents, or unique labeling requirements, creating bottlenecks. Political and economic barriers, trade wars, nationalist politics, and divergent economics priorities can stall or reverse harmonization efforts. Technology and infrastructure gaps. Not all regulatory bodies have access to modern technologies, need to implement standardized framework effectively. Addressing these challenges, that is sustainable political will, investment, regulatory capacity building, and open communication. Future prospect of harmonization: what is the future? Role of AI and digital platforms. Artificial intelligence could harmonize data collections, analysis, and reporting process access regions, making cross border approval more feasible. That is moving towards regulatory convergence. While full harmonization may remain exclusive, regulatory convergence where agencies allies more closely over time in high achievable. Focus on emerging markets, that is emerging economics, are increasingly adopting international standards which will drive globally harmonized future and open new markets for pharma companies. Thank you very much. Seeing this video, like and subscribe please.